All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Expand, Dominate, and Profit. I'm your host, Aaron Ryan, and today I have a good friend, a good guy, one of the biggest real estate developers in the game on the podcast, Mr. Thach Nguyen out of Seattle, Washington. What's up, Thach?
What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up?
Man, I'm going to tell everybody out there right now, if you are looking at investing in real estate, if you're a fix and flipper, a long-term hold guy, you're looking at buying duplexes, apartment complexes, single family, and you're thinking about getting into a coaching program, or you're thinking about wanting to learn from somebody, there is nobody better than this guy that I got on the podcast today. He is the man, and we're going to dig deep into what it is that he does. If you're on Instagram and you don't follow Thach, you need to follow this guy. I follow him and I love it. Every morning he wakes me up with, how do you do it?
Good morning, everybody.
There it is. I get it, man. I get out of the shower and I hit that in the morning and it gets me going. Yeah. So, you know, if you're in the game and you're listening, this is a guy. Follow him right now. Get on Instagram, Thach Nguyen, Seattle, Washington. You're going to see some good real estate stuff, but probably more importantly, you're going to see some of the coolest cars you've ever seen in your life on this dude's Instagram. So let's get started, shall we? So Thach, man, you've built, let's start off with the Instagram. Yes. Because that is what you've been able to do in a short period of time on there is amazing. How many followers you got on Instagram right now?
About 150,000.
150,000 followers. And the one thing I know about Thach, he is the realest dude in the game. I love this guy. He's the realest dude. He didn't buy any of those followers. He doesn't run ads. He doesn't do any of that stuff. This guy created the following organically. Thach, how did you do it, man?
Yeah, that's a good question, bro. Believe me, man, it wasn't easy because, first of all, I keep track of everything, right? Just like we do in real estate. I remember in January 2000, at the beginning of this year, beginning of this year, we had about 25,000 followers on Instagram.
You gained that many followers in 12 months?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Organically.
Right? Organically.
Did you hire a consultant to do this? Or are you doing this just on your own knowledge and just figuring it out?
No, I have my friend Lorenz, who you always see me with, you know, in Seattle. Yeah. Right? He's a young guy, right? He understands the social media game. You understand? And so he door knock and cold call with me every day, but he also is the guy who actually helped videotape it and help edit it and then actually help, you know what I mean, do it the right way. And I tell you, during my journey coming up, this is why I think this is a thing I want to talk about. On my journey growing my Instagram, just use that as an example. And I want you to take this same mindset in your business. Everybody want instant gratification. Everybody want to look good. Everybody want the fame. Everyone want the flex. And I've been approached by so many people, Aaron, so many. I can't even tell you how many. That say to me, Thach, hey, I can help you grow your Instagram, right? $1,000 for this program, $5,000. I can get you 100, 50,000, 100 grand. And I have people all around me that was buying and using bots to buy followers, and they were using them. And I'm putting along, 25,000, 26,000, 20,000, 30,000. And all of a sudden, some of my friends around me was getting 30,000 now, 40,000 followers, 50,000 followers, 25,000. And I was feeling like, damn. And I know those are fake because when you look at the engagement, it's poor.
Right.
But my ego was saying, who cares about the engagement? Man, I mean, when people look at your Instagram, you got the blue verification, you got the fucking 100,000 followers. That's what looks good. Who cares about engagement? I even had multiple people come to me, Aaron, said, for $12,000, I can get you verified.
Wow.
listen,
What,
even
what does that
today,
mean? For people who don't know, they're not Instagram experts like you. What does
right.
the verification mean?
So what happened, you got on your Instagram account, and you can do it on Facebook, you can do it on TikTok. When you got the blue check mark, people think that you now are an official influencer on the social media world. And
Got it.
it's like a big bragging thing, right? And so on my journey, I was so tempted to do it because everybody around me was outbeating me on follower. And then Lorenz keep telling me, Thach, look at what Gary Vee keeps saying. Gary Vee said, just keep dropping content. Just like, if you notice 408, Dogface, the guy who actually did the cranberry juice, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? He grew organically. And Lorenz says, don't do it, that. I know you get the money, right? I know it looks good, but the moment you do it, you mess up your whole algorithm and they just screw the whole thing up. Stay on course, baby. Just keep creating content. Come up with better content. Come up with better content. He keep telling me that, right? Find your niche. Find your niche. And I just kept putting along, and everybody was outbeating me. And then 12 months later, today, December, the people that outbeat me, who was at 75 and I was at 30, today I have surpassed them now. And they get the verification. They get their 100,000 follower. But it's interesting, their followers now all died out and they stopped growing. And the only way they're going to grow, they got to dump in 5 more grand, 8 more grand. And the moral of the whole story is this: nobody want delayed gratification. Everyone want instant gratification. Just like in the world of investing, just like in the world of passive income, just like we're in sale. Nobody want to put in the work and then have delayed gratification because, right, I believe that there's 2 paths. There's one that's hard at the beginning, which is what I did, and then easy later. Or most of them today, which everything is so easy to get instant gratification, they want easy now, but then hard later in their lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's like real estate investing, right?
Yeah, baby. That's exactly the same track. Nobody want to invest in real estate because it's slow. I make more money selling real estate. Why should I bother investing in real estate? Because it's going to take forever to see 10 grand a month in passive income.
Right. Well, we're going to talk about that here soon, right? So, we're both real estate guys, Thach, down at the core of us, right? We went through the same coaching programs, the whole thing, right? I mean, we're real estate guys at the end of the day. So the question I got to ask you is, your Instagram, you spent a lot of time, a lot of attention. You did a great job. One of the best I've ever seen. But do you get deals from your Instagram at this point?
At the beginning, folks, you're not going to get jack shit.
That's real right there. That's real. Yeah.
You ain't gonna get jack shit other than a lot of people giving you a lot of, pump. So that's why my main focus every day is to go out there and find deals to either list, to help someone buy a house, or to find deals when to buy and fix and flip, or build to fix and hold for passive income. So majority of my time is to go find deal for me to do every day, to do what I do, to live my lifestyle. And then I just record that as a side thing on Instagram or Facebook. So 80 and 90% of my time is to go out there and do real estate and record it on it. And then as I grew and grew, a year later, now I get deals from Instagram. I get real estate agent comments like that. And I see you're the man in Seattle. I got a friend who want to buy and sell. Can you help him? Yes. Hey, Thach, I got some deals over here. They're junk deal. You want to buy it? Yes. And then on my coaching program, that's where I get a lot of people coming that want me to coach by me. But until then, all the way till now, most of it, very little, folks. So don't go quitting your daytime job. Go build on social media. You're going to be broke.
Oh, absolutely. So one last question on your Instagram. How many times a day do you make an effort to post on that thing?
Every day on Instagram, we post twice. One on the Instagram reel and then one on the Instagram post.
Got it.
Okay. And then on the story, you want to post at least probably 7 to 10 times in a day on the story.
Wow. And just anything you're doing for the day. I see you, man, I'll tell you what.
The key is if you post on the story, you want it to be a representation of your real estate brand.
Yeah.
So 70% should represent the brand. And then the other thing, it just represents your lifestyle.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, how would you define your real estate brand?
My brand, anything that I do, that I help people buy and sell a home, something I'm fixing to flip, or something I'm building,
Okay.
or something that I'm built, or something around passive income.
Right.
So if I have 10 posts, 7 of them should be that, and the other 3 should be a lifestyle, hanging out with my kids at the beach, right? Being at my kids' baseball matches, right? Thing that I do outside of real estate, because then they show that this person is real, not just all about work, and he has life. Because to me, success is about balance. And I don't want to show all real estate. I want to show the other part called life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, very nice. So let's talk about being an investor.
Yes, sir.
So you started off as a realtor in Seattle.
And I still am a realtor today.
Still a realtor in Seattle. Where are you a realtor at?
Yes. So I started real estate, you guys, in 1991. When I graduated from high school in 88, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do in my career, in my life. My 2 older brother was in the aviation business.
Okay.
And so I decided, you know what? That sounds like a prestige job to be in the aviation business, right? And so I went and followed my 2 older brothers' footsteps. And one of the older one, he was a pilot. The second one was a mechanic working his way to be a pilot. And so I figured, you know what? I'm going to be a mechanic. I'm going to follow my brother, be a mechanic. So in 88, when I graduated from high school, I went to college, a community college, to go get my aviation mechanic license.
Okay.
Then I got done in 91, and they said, right now, the only job that's available to be a mechanic is going to be in Denver. So if you want to be a mechanic, you got to go to Denver and work out there for United Airlines, right? Because Alaska Airlines wasn't hiring at the time.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, you know, now here's something I want everyone to listen to. I didn't want to go, not because I didn't want to live in Denver, but deep under, I didn't have an inspiration to be an aviation mechanic. That's the truth of the matter. So at the end of the day, folks, really tap into your intuition and really listen to your gut. So really, my true gut was I didn't really want to be a mechanic. I just did it to kill time and got my degree so I can prove to my mom and dad I got a degree in mechanic license, because the Asian culture is about, you know what I mean, degree, you know what I mean, and aviation is a prestige thing, but I didn't really want to do it, and so I decided not to go. And so at the time when I graduated in 91, I was working a dairy manager at a grocery store called Safeway.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yep. And that was 8 to 5 kind of thing. I'm a 6 to 3 kind of thing. And then I needed some side money. So I worked at a body shop. I love cars. I worked at a body shop to make some side money, 3 days a week. And then I worked at a Chinese restaurant because, I had nothing to do on the weekend. So Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, I was parking car at a Chinese restaurant, right, for 5 to 10 o'clock at night. So I worked pretty much 7 days a week just to make money, just until I figured out what I wanted to do. Wow. And lo and behold, right, I knew intuitionally I didn't want to do mechanic, but I also wanted to do something that, that I like. And that I remember sitting at the Chinese restaurant, and my friend Linda, she was the daughter of the owner of the restaurant, and she was studying for her real estate license. And she says, hey, you should go get your real estate license. You'd be good at it. And I say, why? Because you got a good mouthpiece, and it's about sales.
Yeah.
And intuitively, we all have this. Intuitively, I knew that I love sales. Because when I was younger, I would go out there and, find something else, sell it to somebody else for $10, right? You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And so I knew I loved sale. And I was like, really? And she said, yeah, because, you can sell houses and you can make 7%. That's $7,000 on a house. Well, I didn't know shit about houses, but I knew about making money. $7,000, shit, I could do that sale, make a lot of money. I'm down for that shit.
You were a hustler. Yeah.
I was a hustler. See what I mean? And so I'm like, wow, that's cool. So I went and got my license with Linda. We both passed. And then I was 21 years old, Aaron. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I was a hustler. I don't mind being a salesperson, selling houses. I don't know how to do it, but shit, let me get in it. I went and got my license, and then I walked in this office by accident. It was a Windermere real estate office. Luckily, it was a big brand.
Yeah.
And they said, what are you going to do for me? because you're the youngest real estate agent in Washington State. Why should I hire you? And I remember sitting in front of the broker, Brian Fairchild, and I said, look, you teach me how to do real estate. I'm a natural real estate salesperson. And if you teach me how to do real estate, right, I'm going to make a lot of money. And I heard that you don't pay me, I pay you. And so what do you got to lose?
Right.
And the guy says, that's one of the ways, that was why I hired you, Thach, because later on when I knew him later, right?
Right.
So he hired me at 21 years old, right? The first 3 years, they really didn't train me much other than here's your desk, call your friend, your family. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And
same training I got.
That's it. 1994, I met Mike Ferry at a seminar in Seattle. And Mike Ferry did a seminar, action workshop. And he said, if you want to be successful, there's 3 ways. 1, you can sit around, wait for someone to come, but it's unpredictable. 2, you can go out there and spend a lot of money, but that's also unpredictable and repeatable. Yeah. And 3, you go out there and you can know your scripts, know your dialogue, and go out there and cold call, door knock. And if you track your number based on stats, you can repeat and you can, you know, make it repeatable.
Have a repeatable and duplicatable system.
That's right, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, fuck, that makes sense to me. And so I memorized my script. I hire him to coach me, Mike Ferry Company. Yep. It was $300, right? Half an hour every other week. And what I did, Aaron, was I was so hungry, bro. I was such a hustler. And I went out there and I went and shadowed this guy named Floyd from California, a Hispanic guy. I flew down there for a day to work, spent it with him. And he was door knocking 100 doors a day, 5 days a week.
That's a lot of work.
Like, you know what? He just gave me the inspiration, the idea. I came back to Seattle and no lie, I decided I had my wife, Cammie, drop me off, took the car, right?
Forced you to do it then.
Yeah, right? I had my 100 flyer and I told Cammie, drop me off at 9 o'clock. My first door, I'll knock at 9 and I will call you when I'm done. So from 9 o'clock, you guys, it took me 5 hours to door knock 100 doors. And I did it Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, 5 hours a day for 10 years straight. In the rain, the snow, the sun. I did it every day, Monday through Friday. She dropped me off and I door knock Monday through Friday, 5 hours a day for 10 years straight. And my first year, right? My first 3 years, I was only doing 2 deals, 3 deals a year. And in my first year with Mike Ferry, which was my 4th year in real estate, I went from like 3 deals to like 10 deals. The next year, 20 deals. Next year, 30 deal, 40 deal, 50 deal, 60 deal. And I was selling 150 homes a year in the early 1999 to 2000, okay?
Wow, nobody was doing that. Me
and my wife and one assistant, and I was listing 10 to 15 homes a month from just door knocking every day, 5 days a week, 100 doors a day. That's it. That was my schedule every day.
Wow. That is, I mean, the one thing that I hear, you know, with you is consistency and, you know, being persistent, right? Consistent and persistent. I mean, on everything you do, Instagram, door knocking,
notice that, right?
It's all the same concepts. You're just do it in different, you know, in different facets.
Yeah. And even today, you guys, even today, I door knock 3 to 4 days a week, 3 hours a day still today. But today I'm, you know, in the wintertime, I live in California. I'm down here from November, December. When I get back up to Seattle in January, I hit the doors again, 3 or 4 days a week, 3 hours a day, every week to go find deal. And today, just so you guys know, I have over 100-some property. I get $100,000 a month in passive income after everybody's paid. Every single $1.2 million a year in passive income. And I'm still knocking 3 or 4 days a week, 3 hours a day, every time I'm out on the street.
So, you know, the funny thing that you and I have in common, Thach, is, you know, at this point, I think in probably both of our careers, if we didn't want to work anymore, we could just fold it up and say we're done, right? I mean, we could probably live on what we have and call it a day. And maybe we got to sell a Rolls Royce or two and you know, and downsize a little bit, right? Maybe drive a Mercedes or whatever. But, you know, for the most part, we could live comfortably. But like you know, in my business, it's all prospecting based. You know, we still prospect 8 to 10 hours a day. You're door knocking every day, but that's what keeps the pipeline full and the engine going, right? I mean, that's, you got to keep, most people don't understand your business is all about that front end pipeline.
That's right. And I'm going to say this. This is the side note. Everybody think, right, when I get there, I'm going to retire, I'm going to chill. Here's my thought on chilling. The reason why, because people ask me this all the time, Aaron, why do you still do it at your level? And I'm telling you, my level is harder to door knock. You know why, you guys? Because people still reject me as I'm a brand new agent.
Oh, yeah.
And when you are successful like me, a multi-millionaire, and door knock someone who's a stranger, he don't even know me. And he talked to me and treat me like I'm a new agent. Yeah. You know how hard it is to keep your ego humble and keep it moving? Very difficult. I always say, it's easy to be hungry when you got an empty stomach, but it's hard to be hungry when you got a full stomach. But
isn't that the truth?
Yeah. Here's my thought. You know, the guy from Zapco that just passed away.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, guys, he has so much money. The problem when you have so much money and you don't have nothing to do to keep yourself occupied, that's where you get in trouble. Why Bill Gates, who today is one of the most richest people in the world, but he's always occupied. And right now, his whole job in his life right now is retired, is to find a way how to make the world better through healthcare, through everything out there. So he's keeping himself busy. So the reason why I do what I do is I love keep myself busy, and I love real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a passion for it. You got to follow your passion, right?
Yep.
It's funny. I get the same thing, man. It's at my office. People ask me, why do you still come in here every day?
Right.
And it's because I like what I do.
Right.
I love real estate. I love, buying, selling, buying investments, investment properties. I love it all. And it's right. That's right. I mean, when I stop, I don't know what I would do. I feel like if I stopped, I would die.
Let me tell you guys who out there, if you're a real estate agent or a real estate broker that hasn't dabbled in investing yet, if you think real estate sales is fun and challenging, let me tell you, it's even more fun, more challenging, but it's a good challenge, okay? Because the challenge you have with real estate investing is you just have to keep finding ways to actually how to figure out how to create more, more opportunity out of this ugly piece of junk property and create this creative way how to turn this thing to make hundreds and hundreds of thousands off of one deal, or turn this opportunity into creating passive income for the rest of your life. The challenge we have in sale is we have to deal with clients. Clients get emotionally all wind up, and then we all fucking get wind up because we got to figure out how to fucking help them, right? And that's where the challenge is just frustrating. So what I always say, people, and believe me, this is a game changer thought when I tell you this, okay? So please take notes on this. Your real estate selling business is just a taxi to finance your lifestyle in the now, but finance your investment for tomorrow. Absolutely. Your real estate sale is just a taxi to finance your lifestyle right now, but it's more important that it's financing your generational wealth for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Until you can build that real estate portfolio, folks, and learn how to manage it and develop it, then that's when you can really build generational wealth for the next people coming up.
Absolutely.
You can't do that in sales.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a couple things with investing, right? So let's talk about the BRRR model.
Yes.
You're a big advocate, and that's how you run your business, right? Is around the BRRR model. Yeah. So tell us, number one, describe to the listeners, what is the BRRR model?
That's right. I'm going to describe to you, and I'm going to tell you why I do the BRRR model on owner rental versus the traditional way, how everybody's been doing it for years, and I've done it for years. So the BRRR model is a model where you go out there and you find fixer-up property, and you fix it up, and you rent it, and then you hold it as rental. So when people say the word BRRR, instantly you know it's a fixer, and instantly you should know it's a keeper, not a flipper. Sometimes
Yeah.
people say, oh yeah, I did a BRRRR and I flipped it. What the hell are you talking about, fool? A BRRRR is something to keep, not to flip. So B stands for buy it as a fixer. That's the key. You got to buy it as a fixer. The worse it is, the better it is.
Right.
And the first R is to rehab it. Then the second R is to rent it after you get done. After you rent it, then you go and refinance and get your money back out, your down payment money. And then without down payment, you got back out. Then the last R, you take that money and you repeat the process. You do it again.
Right.
You do this right, folks. I teach this to everybody. You do this right, you can actually buy 10 rental property in 5 years with $100,000 only.
Wow.
Bam!
Wow.
Bam!
We're going to talk about that because you're showing people how to do that with a.
And I do it myself. That's the key.
Absolutely.
I don't drink listen, I don't tell nobody to drink no goddamn Kool-Aid unless I'm drinking that damn Kool-Aid my damn self.
That's right. Look on his Instagram. He's showing you. I mean, I've seen his deals and they are legitimate. I have access to the sales, the tax records, and because I have an office in Seattle, I see it. This guy is legit.
And I drop all that shit on Instagram. I don't hide shit either, baby.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So Thach, let's whet their appetite a little bit when it comes to investing, because I got a lot of listeners who are realtors, brokers. Yep. They own a real estate team. Yep. They're doing fix and flip. Maybe some of them are doing some traditional real estate buy and hold.
That's right.
But let's talk about your best deal.
Yes.
Your best BRRRR model deal. What has it been so far?
God.
Yeah.
I might blow their mind on this one, baby. Okay.
This is blow their mind.
Deals. I have so many. Every case study you hear me share and on Instagram, those are my own deal and those are real deal. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's one of the deal. This is like maybe 2 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
But I get so many great of these deals because you know why? I believe it out there, and since I believe it, I keep getting it. Okay. The one that I'm getting ready to buy, the one I just told you, my friend called me. He wanted me to buy this fixer.
Yeah.
It's on Beacon Hill. Okay.
Okay.
And so that's a great area, and I'm in Newport Beach. I'm about to buy this one. That one's gonna be a great deal. So I get a phone call, Aaron. I don't think I ever told you this one. I get a phone call from my friend Nick. Nick says, Thach, I have this property that I want to sell. Can you meet me at the property I'll show it to you? I pull up to this property, Nick. It got a big ass blue tarp over the whole damn building, and all the windows boarded up, right? And I drive, I'm thinking, I walk up, right? I'm like, Nick, what the hell is this, dude? He said, this is a 28 unit apartment building in SeaTac by the parking garage.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, well, why the hell is it all boarded up and shit with the tarp? So he said, let's go inside, show you. So he unscrewed the fucking front door, right? Because he had the board on it. Nobody go in there. And we walk in, and all I see is empty studs. Like, it's got frame and no installation, no plumbing. You can see from one end of the hallway all the way to the other end of the hallway, right? And it's 3-story. And I'm like, what the hell is this, bro? And it says, the roof leaked, and all the water basically came in behind the wall, and it started creating mold. And then it got bad. And then basically I had to vacate the building. And then I had a mold media come in, and they literally stripped everything down to the stud. We had to take everything out. Sheet rocks, insulation, plumbing. And all they had was a shell with the window, and then just, with the thing. I'm like, okay, well, shit. Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to list this property? He said, well, I really don't want you to list it. I want to see if you can sell this off market. I'm like, well, okay, well, I can call some investors, see if they want to buy it. Because when I meet my client, I never think about trying to buy their property. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, you call your client, bro. But what I was thinking is, why don't you just buy it from me? I was like, okay, well, shit. Well, I don't know how much you want for it, but usually, you know what I mean? You can get more money if I list the property versus selling it to me directly.
Right.
Right. And I said, this property, just in the shell, just in the land is probably worth $600,000, right? Just the land by itself it sits on. He's like, yeah, that's what I figure. And he said, well, here's the thing, Thach. I already got insurance money for this property. He didn't tell me what it was. Right. And I just want to just get rid of it, bro. I just want to make it easy. I already got insurance money, you know, and I'm like, well, what do you want for it, dude? I mean, I can list it for 600, right? And I'm thinking he's gonna say like 500,000, right? Because I wasn't even gonna pay 500,000. It's just, you know, it's just a lot of work, you know. And he said, look, man, give me 350 grand for this building.
350.
350. This is 2 years ago, and that's still
you're talking about almost a 50% discount.
Yeah, right. From what this for the vacant land?
Yeah.
Vacant land was 600. And I said 350. Are you sure, bro? I mean, I can sell this for more than that. They're like, that's what I want, dude. For you my friend, right? And I know, you know what I mean. You're good, you know what I mean. And you helped me many times in sale, you know, all my other project and houses. And look, just give me 350 as is, and I'm happy, bro. I'm like, okay. So I went home. I said, well, can I come back out here with my wife, Cammie? Because you know Cammie,
right?
And bring my contract. He said, yeah. Let me know when you come. We go back out there, right? We take a look at it with Cammie. I brought my contractor. We, you know, basically run through the whole thing. I said, all right, let me run some numbers and see what this makes sense. After they ran all the numbers, I said, okay, Nick, it makes sense. I'll buy it for 350. I closed on the building literally like, you know, like a month later, okay?
Yeah.
I went and got a loan for it, right?
Sure.
And then I got a loan from a bank. They gave me the loan to basically rebuild the whole building. So I rebuilt the whole building. It cost me like $2 million to rebuild the whole building.
Okay.
Right. It took me about 9 months. Then it took me another 6-7 months to get it all rent it out. When I got done, right, the same bank they will put it into permanent financing. And after it got done, it got appraised at that time, right? Basically 2 years ago for like $5.5 million.
Wow.
Okay. Today, I own that property, right? And here's what's so crazy. He said, you're going to get a phone call from the insurance company. After I got done with this building, he said, you're going to get a phone call from the insurance company. Look out for it. And I said, for what? He said, if you can prove it, you put more than $1 million in renovation, right? They're going to give you a check for basically, because you basically upgraded the building, you know, made more than $1 million. So I was like, okay. And you can show the receipt. Right? He's going to give you some reimbursement money, right? So I sent all the receipt to him. And then like 5 months later, right, I get a check in my mail for $400,000.
$400,000 just shows up at your house.
So in my house, I got a check $400,000 for this building. Because I showed it, I upgraded, I did, the earthquake and, everything, right? So I got a check for $400,000 more than what I paid Nick for it. So I basically ended up getting the property for free.
Wow.
And all I financed was the construction loan. All the equity, I never pulled any equity out. Because when I got done, the bank asked, do you want to refi and get some of the cash? And I was like, nope, I don't want any cash. I make money selling real estate. So I just financed my construction loan. Today, no joke, today, someone already offered me less than 9 months ago. They offered me $6.5 million for this building.
Tempting to take, right?
Yeah.
What's your cash flow on that building?
$15,000 a month.
$15,000 a month.
A month.
It just shows up mailbox money.
With no money invested in the property now.
Listen
I
to
originally
that.
gave $350 and I got back my money.
You gave him $350 and they gave you $400.
$300,000, right?
Yeah.
The insurance company gave me $400,000. So
and then you
get the day, right? And so basically we call that infinity return. That's a BRRRR model. You get it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So today, I only go out there and find beat up property because all my deal, 99 out of 10 deal, I get all my initial down payment money back out. So I get everything infinity return. I do it with single family property. I do it with multi-family property, and I do it with apartment building.
Wow. Incredible model. Now, we got a lot of people out there who are listening to this, right? They're saying, I get it. Now I know what a BRRRR is. I want to put no money into a deal, right? Or get all my money back and cash flow 15 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand a month.
Right.
They need to learn how to do it.
Right. From A to Z.
A to Z.
The most important thing, I tell you, the hardest thing to do, Aaron, I'll tell you what it is. I learned this now so many years. is learning how to go and identify the right property that will make you good. Because the key is this. Let me give you this breakdown, Aaron. The best deal as an investor. This is what I try to train all my students and train all my people that I talk to. The mindset that I have for myself, and I want to instill this mindset in you and everyone listening. Every time you find a deal, even as a realtor, you want to always ask yourself, which is the best and highest deal? Could this be a BRRR?
Right.
A BRRR, when you get done rehabbing it, you guys, you should get 30% and higher in equity when the time you're done. So for example, if a property is, after you remodel it, if it's worth 500,000, you should be all in purchase price and rehab price, 70% of the ARV.
Right.
So it's called it's called a 350. So anytime you get a property has 70% all in at the appraised value or the after repair value, 70%, that's a BRRR. That's a signal you should keep the property. Anything, now if it don't fit a BRRR, then the next best thing is a flip. A flip should be between 20 and 25% margin. And if it don't fit a flip, then it should, the next thing below that, it should be a wholesale. Wholesale to be from 15 to 20%. You should just wholesale that away, make your money and run.
Yeah.
Now, anything less than that, it should be a listing. Anything from 0 to 10% margin, ain't no meat on that bone. Just tell the seller, let me just list it for you.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely
the benchmark. How you know? Okay, people ask me all the time, Aaron, how do you know when to keep a property or flip a property or list a property? That's the 4 benchmark. How you know?
Are you wholesaling much nowadays?
Yes.
Okay. How much?
And the reason why, because if it ain't a BRRR, it's a flip. If it ain't a flip, I wholesale. If there's no money in wholesale, then I will list it for the owner.
Nice.
So I'm always making money on any deal I find. And the great thing about being a realtor, if you're out there listening, see, before your grand prize would get a listing. My motto, you start from the top, we go way down. Is it a BRRR? Is it a flip? Is it a wholesale? And the consolation prize is a listing.
There you go. And that's what most of them are chasing, right?
Come on, baby.
Nice.
Okay.
So anybody who wants to become an expert at investing,
yes,
the BRRR model,
yes,
they want to get out of the grind. Well, look at your shirt. They want to get out of the grind.
Get in line, baby.
And they want to align with the best.
That's it.
One thing I know, you're getting into coaching.
Yes.
Or you're in coaching.
Right.
Tell everybody out there a little bit about the program.
Yes. So the program is, I try to water down everything, you guys, to really what I call Vinglish, right? Very, very simple so people understand, okay? The 3 questions that people ask me all the time, Aaron, when they follow me on Instagram is, how do you find the good deal?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How do you find these damn deal? Right? So the first thing we teach people how to do is how to identify the right property so that it's as idea as a BRRR or a flip. You gotta know.
Right.
You just can't walk up and go, oh, you know what I mean? That's a decent looking house. You can't make no money off that. Right? Or, oh, that's a fixer-upper. But that might not be a BRRR either. You got to identify what is the ideal property to go and identify. Once you know what type of property, then we can go and find those. So the first thing we identify and how to find the good deal. The second thing we teach in the program is how do you evaluate a deal. So when you get a deal in your hand, then you learn how to evaluate multiple lenses. Is it a BRRR? Is it a flip? Is it a wholesale? Or is it a listing?
Right.
And then the third thing is you have to know what to say to the owner so you can actually get the property. Those are the main 3 things that we teach. When you learn how to do those 3 things, if you have money, you're either going to buy it yourself. If it don't fit your criteria, you can sell it to somebody else. If you don't have money, you can partner with somebody, but you still got to learn how to find the deal that you can actually do it with them. And if you don't have no partner and you find these deals, you can at least sell them to other investor and builder. If you're an agent, you can get double in the front end, then you get the list back on the back end.
Absolutely.
Bam.
So somebody wants to join your coaching program, where do they go?
If they go to my Instagram account, right,
Okay.
Thach Nguyen.
Yeah.
It's real simple. I keep everything on Instagram account because I want them to see what I do. In the link in my bio, they will see the 5X system.
Okay.
That's it. Real simple.
Again, if you're out there and you're thinking about investing in real estate, or even if you just want somebody who's cool as hell to follow on Instagram, this is the guy, Thach Nguyen. Go on there. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. This guy's got it going on. Check it out. His coaching program, when I heard what he's charging for his coaching program, I told him, bro, you need to up your price. That's, I mean, that is so affordable. And just, I think he's underselling the value on what he's providing in this program. But go to his Instagram, check it out. Is that the best way for people to reach you?
Yep, Instagram.
Okay.
And just so you guys know, I'm the guy behind the screen, all right, that actually do all the recording. Like right now, watch this, okay? I'm going to do this for Aaron. I'm on a live podcast with my man Aaron from Portland, baby.
What's up?
Tell them your Instagram and name, baby, so they can follow you.
It's at Aaron Ryan, and Ryan is spelled with an I.
And if you guys want to learn how to actually do real estate sale like this guy right here, follow this man right here, baby.
Ah, I appreciate it. See?
Actually, I do it myself.
You are the man. I mean, that's it. You don't get this kind of genuine guy with 100,000 followers. Who else do you know is still behind the camera, responding to people, actually showing people what he does? This is the guy. Okay. So Thach, again, man, I want to thank you. I know you're busy, man. You're there with your family in Newport. You're rolling around in your Bentley, going crazy down there. You're busy. So I appreciate you being here today, brother.
And I appreciate you, doing this. And, you know, for a lot of you guys don't know, one of my big life purpose today now is I realize that I am a lighthouse now. My dad was a social worker when he came here, and he passed away in 2007 from cancer. Wow. Right before he passed away, I asked one of our spiritual teachers, why did my dad leave so early at the age of 67? And he said, because your dad is getting up in age, and he is, sick, and he's up in age. So if he passed away, he can give you the baton so you can actually go and do more in the world because since you're younger. And so that was my sign and my signal for me to do what I do, to go out there and do what I do. So my vision is to inspire and empower billions of people to reach for their goals and dream and see that anything's possible. Me share my own life story and my own journey. So when you guys follow me, you see my own life story, my own journey. So when you see if I can do it, you can do it. And that's how I am out there inspiring people. And that's my purpose today, is to keep this torch running, right, for the next person. And my goal is to inspire you guys out there to see that this Vietnamese kid came from Vietnam with $100 and one suitcase, my family. If I can do it, you guys can do it also. And that's my vision for life today.
That's awesome. You guys go follow Thach at Thach Nguyen, right? That's your name on Instagram.
Right.
Thach Nguyen. This is the guy to follow. Guys, if you want to reach me, you know how to get a hold of me on Instagram, Aaron Ryan. Ryan is always spelled with an I. You can call me at my office. I'm like Thach. I still talk to my clients, my coaching clients, any of this stuff. Call me at the office, 503-343-1666. Again, Thach, I want to thank you, man, for taking the time on your vacation to be here with us today.
My pleasure, my brother. Thank you, you guys. Thanks for listening. Go dream big.
We'll talk to you guys all again soon.